Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news. So, folks, if you thought the Ravens' defense was already playing at a high level, hold on because there's some serious speculation swirling around the potential addition of Aidan Hutchinson from the Detroit Lions. And let me tell you, this isn't just idle chatter. It could be a game changer for Baltimore. Right now, the Lions are reportedly considering trading Hutchinson, a key edge rusher, to the Ravens in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. The Lions, with a 6-4 record and a cap space of around $7 million, are prioritizing reallocating their cap to extend Goff's contract, which could cost them a hefty $230 million, while also focusing on rebuilding their secondary, which has been leaking points, allowing 24 points per game. Meanwhile, the Ravens, sitting comfortably at 7-3, are in a prime position to make a serious push for deep playoff success. Their pass rush has been solid, but injuries have hampered their front four. Odefoe, for example, missed 2 games due to a concussion, and that's left a noticeable gap in their pressure game. Adding Hutchinson, who has been turning heads with his production, especially in 2024, could be exactly what Baltimore needs. Hutchinson's numbers for this season are impressive: 9 games played, 28 solo tackles, 12 assists, 40 combined tackles, and a remarkable 9.5 sacks. Over his career, he's amassed 50 sacks, 200 tackles, and earned 3 Pro Bowl nods. His PFF grade sits at 97, and he boasts a win rate of 25%, a pressure rate of 22%, and a bend speed of 87%. All these stats point to a player who can be a disruptive force on any defense, someone who can force quick mistakes and create chaos in the backfield. Now, why would the Lions consider letting go of Hutchinson? Well, as I mentioned, they're prioritizing cap space to keep their star quarterback Goff happy and extend him, which comes with a hefty price tag. They're also trying to shore up their secondary, which has struggled this season. Giving away a young, explosive pass rusher like Hutchinson might seem counterintuitive, but in NFL front offices, sometimes the big picture takes precedence over individual talent. Plus, by freeing up around $14 million in cap space, Detroit can invest that elsewhere, perhaps in veteran pieces or draft picks to rebuild their secondary and add depth. For the Ravens, this potential trade isn't just about upgrading a position. It's about transforming their entire defensive front. Imagine adding Hutchinson to their already talented front 7. The impact could be enormous. We're talking about an increase of approximately 11 sacks, which would elevate their total to around 50 sacks this season. That's a massive boost in pressure that could take Baltimore's defense from good to elite. The Ravens have been doing a solid job controlling points, but with Hutchinson, they could push that number down even further, maybe to around 15 points per game allowed, which is a game-changing stat in today's NFL. Pressure rate would see a significant jump from around 30% to nearly 50%, making it even tougher for opposing quarterbacks to find time in the pocket. It would also allow Marcus Smith, who's been solid with an 88.7 PFF grade, to be free to focus more on tackling and containment, reducing the yards per run from 3.9 to roughly 3.3. That's huge in keeping opposing offenses from extending drives on the ground. Moreover, Hutchinson's ability to generate turnovers, averaging 1.4 forced fumbles per season, could help Baltimore increase their turnovers from 1.4 to over 2.3 per game, turning more drives into offensive opportunities. This upgrade on defense would not only help Baltimore tighten their grip on their division rivals, but could also propel them into the Super Bowl conversation. With Hutchinson's explosive impact, the Ravens' odds to reach the big game could improve significantly, from around plus 1,800 to roughly plus 650, according to betting odds. His presence would be an X-factor come playoff time, similar to what Max Crosby brought to the Raiders in 2024. Hutchinson's ability to pressure quarterbacks, combined with Baltimore's aggressive scheme, would make them a nightmare for opposing offenses. His performance against the Packers in 2023, where he recorded 2 sacks and forced a fumble, shows he can step up in big moments, and that's exactly what the Ravens need. This move would also send a clear message to the rest of the league. Baltimore is all in on winning now. It's about building a defense that's relentless and versatile enough to handle the AFC's best offenses. The AFC North has become a battleground, with teams like Cincinnati and Pittsburgh always close behind, and adding someone like Hutchinson would tilt the scales further in Baltimore's favor. It would help establish a dominant front that can pressure even the most mobile quarterbacks, like Lamar Jackson himself, while also providing the kind of edge rush that keeps opponents guessing. Of course, these kinds of trades come with questions. Will the Lions truly part ways with a young star like Hutchinson? Can the Ravens afford the trade and the upcoming cap hits that come with adding a player of Hutchinson's caliber? And most importantly, how quickly can he integrate into Baltimore's defensive scheme and start making an impact? Given his track record and the Ravens' coaching staff's ability to get the most out of their players, there's reason to believe he could quickly become a cornerstone piece. Plus, with the Ravens' recent focus on improving their pass rush, this move could be the final piece needed to push them over the top. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade echoes the Ravens' long-standing philosophy, building a tough, physical, and relentless defense that can carry them deep into January. It's about the kind of aggressive, high-pressure football that wins championships. If Baltimore manages to land Hutchinson, it's not just a boost for this season, but a statement to the league that they're here to contend for titles for years to come. And in a division that's only getting tougher, every edge counts. The AFC North isn't just a division, it's a proving ground, and Baltimore is looking to cement its dominance with this kind of strategic move. Now, to wrap it all up, let's not forget that this is all speculation for now. But if the rumors turn into a reality, Ravens fans, get ready for an exciting ride. Hutchinson's addition could elevate this team to a different level entirely. He's a difference maker, a player who can change the trajectory of the franchise. And if the Ravens pull this off, it could be one of the most impactful trades in recent NFL history, setting Baltimore up not just for a playoff run, but a legitimate shot at Super Bowl glory. The AFC North will be watching closely, and so will the entire league, because a move like this isn't just about one player, it's about a statement. Baltimore is ready to take the next step, and Hutchinson could be the key to unlocking that potential. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Hutchinson would be the perfect fit for Baltimore's defense? How do you see him impacting the team's chances for a Super Bowl run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. Let's keep this conversation going, and as always, stay passionate, stay loyal, and let's go Ravens.